How's it going, guys? It's Cheesy, and welcome back to the second episode of F1 2020. I'm super pumped, as I've said in the first episode, and we're going to be heading over to Australia, home of Danny Rick, for our first Grand Prix as Team Eucalyptus Speed in F1, both racing and being the manager. I'm super pumped for this. I think it's going to be a fun run, and I hope you guys do enjoy. So let's get into it. Alright, now back in the very familiar place that we have been. We know this from last year, F1 2019, but the workstation. So we have our rivalries. We cannot set up a rivalry right now, and then we have our beloved R&D tree where we can improve everything. But I think it is time to go into free practice 1 and okay, so we can choose our qualifying stuff. I think we're going to go with 5-lap races, and 60% AI is what we're going to start out with. I've never raced on a wheel. I think we got up to 90 last year. I'm hoping to even push that by when I'm finished with this game, maybe to the 110 mark, but I think that's going to be fun, and I'm super pumped for getting into this car, seeing how it drives. I don't have super high expectations for it, obviously, because it is like bottom tier. It's the probably second worst car on paper, I believe. I think we were like right in front of Haas and Williams maybe on the tree, but nevertheless, we want to do our best. Back in Melbourne, this is gonna be fun. Getting back in the car. Alright, let's let the cinematic play out, and we'll catch up when we do the track acclimatization program. Still can't say that word.
Morning, boss. Jeff here. Thanks again for bringing me on board. You've found a lot of talented people for this team. I can't wait to see what we can accomplish. Our journey to the Constructors' Championship starts here today, and the car is ready to head out whenever you are.
In the unforgiving world of Formula One, free practice sessions are a vital part of any Grand Prix weekend. During your F1 career, you'll be able to utilise these sessions to complete practice programmes, which will help you learn the track and earn you points that can be invested in developing your car. You'll also be able to adjust your car setup over the course of these sessions to try and find those extra fractions of a second. The sporting regulations dictate that after each free practice session, you'll have to hand back 2 sets of your dry tyre allocation for the weekend, so get the most out of them while you can.
Okay, the track is green right now, so take a few laps to get the tyres up to temperature. Try and feel your way around.
Alright, guys, you heard in the garage from our beloved friend Jeff of the things that are going on, and we hear Jeff again now.
Precisely as possible. Remember to activate your DRS in the DRS zone as well.
Okay, I did not make that corner, but Jeff, I understand how this track program works. Thank you very much. But I think we can be successful at this, hoping to be a little bit successful at this, you know, just do our best and get through as many corners as we can.
Watch your MFD for the activation point.
Alright, thanks, Jeff. Okay, perfect so far. Obviously not a perfect lap, but getting through these gates as soon as possible. I think that the third corner and the second to last corner are the second to last corner are the ones that I struggle the most at, and it's been difficult for me. I think that those are definitely difficult corners, just because in street circuits they always are difficult, but I think that I can fight through it and hopefully do a little bit better job than I have been in past years. Obviously this is different from the controller, very much so, but I think that we can do alright. And I've noticed that the car feels relatively smooth. Obviously the other cars are probably a little bit better, but this car does not feel half bad. It actually feels kind of decent, and I'm happy with that. because if we can be a little bit more competitive than we want to, that is nice. And I do feel that with the wheel, you have a lot more control. This Logitech G29, G923, not 29. G923 has been really nice, and these last two corners are difficult. I think the last two corners and the third corner is what I'm struggling with.
That's looking good. Now let's try for purple.
Thanks,
You'll get
Jeff.
a bonus for
Appreciate
consistency if you can chain good corners together.
So trying to get perfect here. Okay, so coming up to this third corner on the second lap, can we do anything spectacular? Braking a little bit more early, and we got through. That's not bad. I'm not sure how to go about this turn 4 and 5. If you brake, try not to get on the curbs, or you just go full speed and get on the curbs. Not completely sure. And the gearing here, I'm just trying to learn, because I am trying to do the F1 career mode just regularly. Probably in either Red Bull or Alpha Tauri. I don't know. One of those cars. I like the Honda Power cars, but I'm not sure how that's going to go. I think we have one lap with the practice program, and then we'll be moving into qualifying. So that seems pretty fun. Okay, so this lap is looking a lot better. Coming up on the end now, this is where we've struggled a little bit in past times. Right here, and this corner right here, turn 15. Yeah, we got it turned in, but we didn't make the corner gate long enough. So that's not a bad lap. That's mid 400s. I can take that.
Final lap of the program.
All right, Jeff, last lap.
Let's see our top
this
three
is the end of
again.
practice
Hamilton,
now.
Bottas,
So
and Max Verstappen.
What
an incredible practice session. The fun doesn't stop
great
here,
in the
though.
practice
Join
session.
us again as the rest of the
We actually
weekend
got 16th. Brocklin, I don't know if his name. He is 2 behind us, so not a horrible qualifying position. Nothing to be ashamed about, for sure. Because as a new team, 15, 16 is still fairly decent. I think that season 2 is when we're going to start pushing for the championship, and that's what I'm most excited for. Back to our workstation now. We're gonna go straight into qualifying. I think I fulfilled that whole practice session, did everything I could there, and I think that puts us in a good place for qualifying. Puts us in a good place for the race, and I think that's something I can be successful in. So the research points, obviously, we get from the practice programs, that puts our total above 1,000, which is nice. Team Acclaim, I think that's how you get more sponsors, I believe. If you have 2 Team Acclaim, you get more sponsors, so that's good. So the Team Acclaim is affected by that. We like to see that. Dorian Borlaken, I don't even, it's French, so it's like Dorian Borlaken. I'm not sure how you pronounce that name, though. Apologies to him, but you're welcome for being on my team. Alright, qualifying time, I think. Yes. So short qualifying. This is different from the one-shot qualifying that we've had in previous times. We have multiple laps that we can put in, and to put in a good lap and put in our perfect lap. So it's not solely representative on how well you can do in a single time. So that is a little bit nicer. So qualifying day, already you can see the weather is a little bit overcast. I believe that's how Jeff said it would be in the email, but a little bit disappointed on that. But you can see our nice car with the soft tires, everyone working really hard. Alright, hopping in the car. Okay, let's weather is looking, dry conditions, but a bit overcast. So not too hot. Parfirme is in place, and let's see if we can do some damage in this. I know this is your first lap, but we have multiple laps. This is maybe I'll show the fastest lap. So if this is the fastest lap that I put in just off the bat with these one pair of clean soft tires, and that'll be it. But if not, then I'll continue to keep on pushing and keep on trying to get a faster lap. So across the line now for our first flyer here, turning into T1. We're running a little bit wide, but get it in check. Running through turn 3 now, braking a little bit early. We're gonna go a little bit wider than we wanted to, not hitting that apex perfectly, getting on the curb there, slowing us down on turn 5, or turn 4, turn 5, looking alright. Now turn 6, getting in there, going all the way down to 3. That's not good. Even I have the gears auto on this one just so I can chill. But when we go down to 3 and we're going down to 2, I don't even know if I think that's a little bit extra rotation. I don't think we needed that much rotation. I think we could have had a little bit more speed. Going down to 7 there, cutting it a little bit close. So did that. But if we can get in the mid 30s, I'll be happy. Or actually low 30s. I want a low 30s time. That'll be pleasing to me, very pleasing. This is where we struggle with turn 15, turn 16, getting in now. We can't lay my foot down on the pedal, on the gas too much, but it looks like it'll be a high 20s, mid 20s, 25. That is a lap and a half right there. I like that lap, but we'll keep on going, seeing if we can improve a 10th up on this lap. So obviously we can improve, but Bottas, I'm assuming that they're going to be setting better times. This is like maybe their out lap or something. Can't imagine that this will be a good lap for them. But 3/10 up now, coming down, setting a pole for sector. That's crazy. I do think that the AI was not tuned perfectly, but I'll continue, and hopefully we can get something out of this lap, and just losing time, but hopefully we can continue and get some speed out of this. So guys, that was the first lap I set was, I believe, the fastest lap that I did set. That last lap I spun and it was not a good time, but hopefully we can make it in to the top 10. I don't think that the AI is tuned properly. I think that 60 is a little bit too low. Maybe for Bahrain, I'll have to turn it up to 70 or 80, something around that. I think that should be a good thing, good time for us. Podium pass, almost like the Battle Pass XP, halfway to
qualifying finished,
second.
it's time to remind ourselves of our top 3. Hamilton, Bottas, and Max Verstappen. Goodbye
right.
for now then, but
See you
we're
on the
really
race.
just
Eucalyptus
getting
Speed,
started.
I love that
Make
name.
sure to
I
join
love
us again
that
for
we're in the
Lights
top
Out
10.
tomorrow.
But where's our buddy? That is our second driver. He's probably towards the back. Dorian Boroclan, towards the back, 17th. Not horrible. Beating Haas, sandwiched in between the Haas, beating one Haas. So that's not half bad. But one short qualifying, and it should be time for the race very soon. Team Acclaim, can we get up? Okay, so not bad. 10% claim boost. Okay, Boraclassi, maybe that's his name, Boraclassi. I think that's how you pronounce his name. But we're gonna go back to the workstation, and if anything needs to be tuned up before qualifying, then that's when we'll be doing it. But I think that we're ready for the race. I'm ready. Hope you guys are ready too, because this is gonna be fun.
Call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
I think so. I really do. I think that should be a great chance for the race. No wins yet, but making our way up. We have 1,300 points that we can spend. Probably gonna spend it on 40% chance failure. Wow. But I'll just keep on continuing. So department capacity reached. I think you can only have one thing until you do the 2.5 million bonus. I think that's how it will run, how it will work. But 5-lap race, and I think it's time. So clear weather that we have Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas, Max Verstappen, Carl, our race engineer Jeff, telling us again the new car smell. Good morning, boss. But I think it's time to advance to the race. Let's get into it. Catch you guys once we get in the car.
Months of rumour and speculation all come to an end today as we return to Melbourne for the opening race of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to the Australian Grand Prix. The Melbourne circuit is certainly one that needs to be taken seriously. Its combination of slippery surfaces and difficult corners make it a tricky track when it comes to overtakes. Drivers find it hard to pass and will need to take full advantage of those DRS zones if they want to have any hope of breaking through. Can Mercedes start with victory in their bid to win a 7th consecutive Constructors' title? Could Ferrari or Red Bull establish an advantage early on? And with 22 cars on the grid, how quickly can the new team find their footing? Well, it's great to be back, Anthony Davidson. We've got a lot to talk about this year.
That's right, Crofty. It felt like a long winter, but it's good to finally be back. I have to think the usual suspects will battle it out at the front, but there are always going to be some teething problems early on in the season, so whoever can keep on top of their issues will have the advantage today.
As I mentioned earlier, we're up to 11 teams this season, with a new entry run by, well, of all things, an owner-driver. That's something we haven't seen in this sport since Hector Raback over 4 decades ago. So how are they looking so far?
It's hard to imagine how a small operation like that could survive in the ruthless world of Formula One, and yet here they are, first ever race, looking surprisingly strong. But there are no points for qualifying. Let's see how they fare in the Grand Prix proper.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Vettel, Alexander Albon, the scientist, Leclerc, Sainz, Ricciardo, and Lando Norris. Kvyat, Stroll, Sergio Perez, and Gasly, Magnussen, Boccolacci, Romain Grosjean, and Antonio Giovinazzi. Raikkonen, Russell, Latifi, and Esteban Ocon rounds off the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Alright, ladies and gents, it's time for our first race. 5 lights. And away we go on our first lap. We get a good start right behind Vettel, and see if we can just go in. Getting tapped by everybody, and I don't know how that was on me. I think that Albon touched me from the rear, hit me from the rear. I don't take that out of context. But falling into line now with everybody else, I'm assuming that these guys are going to get way ahead of me. And fourth place would not be bad. I think that this is how we're going to fall into line. The thing that I do like about these 5-lap races is that everybody stays relatively close. So these guys behind me will push me.
Good job.
Thanks, Jeff. These guys behind me will push me to try to do my best, and they'll keep me on my toes for sure. So that'll be that's the thing that I like, and it leaves room for shorter episodes, which I know a lot of people like. No one wants episodes that drag on streams. However, I could stream long races. That is an idea. I don't know how you guys would like that, but leave your thoughts in the comments for sure. Let me know what you guys think about that. So coming up onto the first end of the first lap, that turn is just very difficult for me, and yeah, these guys are 2 seconds ahead. Yeah, 2-3 seconds ahead. That's crazy. But the thing on the top left where I'm saying 2 seconds ahead, it does show how far Verstappen is. It does show the splits which I think it's a little bit nicer, as last year it only showed 3, it shows 5 now. So you can see 2 ahead, 2 behind. I don't know if this is very realistic with a new team being up in front and Ferraris being 5 and 6. Not sure how realistic that is. So that's kind of crazy. I don't know, kind of crazy question mark. Don't know, but lap 2 not looking too shabby there, but I do think that this car is pretty good. You can see it, the back end turning out there. I just felt that it would do the force feedback. So there are some things that we need to upgrade: aero, getting cornering speed, and some other stuff. But I don't think it is all that bad for being in the car. One thing that I would like to see though is more customization. I know that there's not a lot of customization as I was doing my car, not like a create your own livery type of thing. So just a small nitpick, and also wheel customization. I know that people that have the cockpit view for some of their cars would like to have more of a cockpit view, and like a nicer wheel, not just a generic wheel. Maybe like you can put maybe like a Red Bull wheel on your car. That would be interesting to see. But going for the late braking here, and Vettel is trying to too wide in this, and we just pull ahead, getting on the curbs. We just pull ahead and get a nice 1 second gap ahead of him. So that's pretty nice. And
Hamilton has the lead.
Thanks, Jeff. I definitely needed to know that. That's the most important thing at this time, is that Hamilton has the lead. I don't know, dude, what you doing there? I don't need to know that. That's not a need to know. That's like a want to know, man. And I don't even want to know that. I would have pulled up my MFD and asked you if I wanted to know who was winning the race, man. No, I gotta be chirping my ear all the time. Okay, but yeah, that corner is kind of difficult, or I'm just horrendous at this game. I'd like to think that corner's hard. Not that I'm horrendous. I think that this corner is a little bit more difficult, and getting the stability is kind of difficult. So just a thought. Fourth lap now, so we have 2 more laps, and we're flying. We're keeping our ground. So I do think that this that we should be flying the back runners. I don't think that we should necessarily be flying with the front runners. So that is just a thought. So I think that turning it up to maybe 20 points by next race, 15, 20 points should be good, and we'll be on our way. You know, we'll be on our way. Happy setting green sectors though. That is nice to see, and the palm trees, just the warmth of Australia. We're in December right now, and in our hemisphere, we're freezing cold. In their hemisphere, they're nice and warm. So that's nice, you know. Just enjoying life to the fullest down there in Melbourne. That's crazy how the temperatures can be so different in the world. But let's focus on racing. This is our last lap, and I think we want to do our best. I don't think we're going to catch 6 seconds in 1 lap, but I think that if we can catch a little bit and create a lap.
Final lap of the race. We're leading our teammate by 6.6 seconds.
Okay, so our teammates a little bit close. We're calling. I think he's pretty close, so 6 seconds isn't bad. If he can make any positions up and maybe get in the points, that would be nice. Our constructor said that they want 15 points and a 4th place finish.
6.4 seconds.
Definitely helps that out. If we can get I don't know if he can challenge for the fastest lap with the Mercedes. But if we can, oh my goodness, yeah, that car, really bites. It has a nice biting point, but it's kind of crazy. Yeah, it has a mind of its own. Not really, but it does. So that's crazy. Okay, last couple corners of this race. See what we can do. I don't know if we're gonna do anything. Oh, I'm just asking that we don't lose places in this last corner. Okay, no. Okay, let's go. Okay, first race, guys. That's not half bad. I'm not upset about that. That is pretty good.
That's
We're not
the
on
end of the
podium,
race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
which I did not expect us to be on podium. We fought for places. Kevin K-Mag is on top. Congrats, man. Congrats. I like that.
So
Toto
Mercedes
Wolff.
have won it, and what a great race it was.
Hey, nice job, Toto. You know, if they're gonna
Talk
go
to me,
for
Ants. What
8
was it that
constructors
set them
championships
apart from the
this
competition
season,
today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint,
That's
over
true.
a race distance.
That is true.
So being able to keep up the lap times
Hey,
while
that's me,
still being
race
smooth
driver.
on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really
With-
where
with
the race was
with the
won today.
Nice blacked out helmet. I
After
like
an
that. That's
excellent
clean.
performance at the Grand Prix,
Very
I'm
slick.
sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight
So they
amongst
did
the
update
Mercedes
the
team.
characters a little
and they
bit. Lewis
certainly
Hamilton is
deserve
a little
it.
bit updated. Valtteri Bottas is a little bit updated, and the podium celebration is a little bit updated. They just neglect to show Valtteri Bottas. I find that a little bit funny, but it's all right. But it's nice to see that the Mercedes are broken up. Obviously, I can't do that right now, but it's nice to see that. So we get these XP. Will that be enough for number 2? I don't think so. Like 100, 200 short. No, that's not 200. That's
So then,
700
it's
short.
time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship.
4th place.
Lewis
I like that.
Hamilton
I like
takes
that.
over
That
the
looks
lead of
nice.
the Drivers'
But
Championship
it does
after
not
an
look
excellent
like
result.
our
After
teammate
an
is
incredible day of
anywhere
racing,
close.
Who was your driver
So
of
that's
the
a
day,
little bit
Ant?
Well, for me, it's got to be Lewis Hamilton. The multiple world champion may be the boring choice at this point,
Yeah,
but you
so
can't
a little
argue
bit.
that he's a driver deserving of his reputation. I know
mean,
that's at
it
odds
is.
with the
The dude's
official
fast.
decision, but I think they deserve some recognition on a day
Dorian,
where both of these drivers are at the top of their game.
It's time to check out
Is
the
a little
constructors'
bit,
standings. Mercedes move to the top of the
behind
table.
our pace.
Well, Ant, an end to another fantastic weekend of
So
racing.
a little bit
Thanks to
disappointing,
everyone
but
who joined us.
we're 4th
and
place
we'll
in
see you for the next
the
one.
Drivers' Championship, and 4th place in the Constructors' Championship. That's not too bad. Ferrari got their nice finish and their nice points. Is it time
Great
for an
work out there
interview?
today. Let's have your thoughts. You really looked in control of your car out there. Your team must be thrilled.
They are. Couldn't do it with a great team behind me, but I'm thrilled for the support.
It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it?
So I know the 2 of these answers from last year downgraded your thing. So I think that answer, none of us want to do that, is
Sounds
just
like there's
alright.
some work to do back at the factory.
Dang, why you gotta insult me like that? I wasn't trying to be mean. So we get our acclaim up, boosted, two acclaim, 2 team acclaim. Dorian Borlocki. I cannot pronounce that name for my life. I'm sorry, man. But back at the team headquarters, some things to do, some things to clean up before next episode and next race weekend. We got our improvements in, and we have a $1 million now. Whoa, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Activities, we have 2 days for activities, G-Force training, promotional film, team building, and sponsor fundraising. I want to use the most out of our 2 days. I think that the team acclaim is something that we should invest in, but also 5K isn't that much, I don't think. I mean, okay, 5K is a lot of money, but for an F1 team, it's not huge bags of money. 300, I don't think that's enough to do anything. We have two things coming in though, and that should boost us and to our closest partner, Alpha Tower. We do have secondary sponsors now. Okay, that's interesting. So yeah, 2 acclaim, you can get secondary sponsors. Looking for someone that has a good weekly bonus, along with a nice logo. That's a nice logo, but race with no DNFs within the team. I can control that, but I don't know if Dorian can control that. So that's a little bit. What was that one above? That looks nice. Achieve top 14 finish during this race weekend. That might be difficult with the increased AI. Equita oil, 10 constructors points. See, all these things are not great for a new team. I think you need something a little bit easier for a starting out team. Qualify P15, that's not bad. Top 14, that's a little bit difficult. Answer at least 2 interview questions during a race weekend. And for that goal, you get 100K. That's kind of a steal, if I do say so myself. That's kind of good. That's a steal. I'm gonna sign with them for 70 days. Not a long-term contract, but so the driver market, same as always. Finance history has just spiked through the roof, and with our new car livery, I think it's time to put some new sponsors on our car. But I like that. That's kind of cool. If we ever get on the podium, car liveries, sponsor decals, sponsor slot. Can we change that color to black so it actually shows up? How do you do that? Can I not do that on my controller? Have I not mapped anything yet? Okay, well that's a little bit disappointing, but can we so let's change that logo to the Zenitto. That logo right there. No. Okay, so you can't see the wing logo, but we'll put it there. We'll have them be represented. Okay, so you can't change the color with the keyboard. So let's change that to a black color that matches the team colors. I like that. That looks nice. Okay. That looks nice. I like that. So I'll leave it that there. I'll leave that there for the episode. Continue to mark things up and change the colors when I talk. So this is the first episode, first race. I hope you guys do enjoy. If you do, leave a like on the video, and if you wouldn't mind, consider subscribing. That would be nice. If you guys did enjoy, take care, guys. Have a really good rest of your day. Until next time, peace.